Hello to my Aquarius bonus video time per your request. Thank you for requesting a bonus video. You know who you are, who requested this bonus video. All right. You all have a partial solar eclipse video already out. This is a bonus video. Hopefully this is going to be helpful as well. We're going to hone in on divine feminine energy for both men and women, and the power of divine feminine energy for both men and women. Because I think people really need to know the power of divine feminine energy that lies deeply within each one of us. That's why we have this book here, Healing Power of Water. First time we experience water is in the womb. That feeling of safety, that intuitive energy. It's receptive energy. It's deeply intuitive. It's nurturing. It's creative. It's transformative nature, right? 8 being the transformative number. We left the year of 8 last year. 8 is a karmic number. 2024 is year 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8, not only, like I said, is a karmic number, it's a number of renewal, sexuality, death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, the occult, mystery, intimacy, sacral chakra energy, water, right? Water, your feelings, right? That's sacral chakra energy. That's also where, in that if it's misused, that's that creative number. Water is where people can and you can also look at this on my second channel, sexually transmitted demons. You can also attract sexually transmitted demons, right? You can check that out on my second channel, the knowledge channel. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. You're coming back, welcome back, right? Want to go check it out. So there's power in divine feminine energy. So you really do not want to repel the divine, right? You don't want your ego to edge source or edge God out, right? So a breakdown in its power, right? Because we all embody both feminine and masculine energies, but the divine feminine energy emphasizes qualities that are often overlooked and undervalued in modern fast-paced productivity focused in society, right? So breakdown of power that you really want to hone in on, Aquarius, in this bonus video that you all requested, is intuition and inner wisdom, which tunes into feelings, instincts, and the unseen. It trusts the gut, right? Which all of us have gut feelings. It embraces the unknown, and it moves with deep inner knowing. 2, also creation and birth. We want to give birth to something. A lot of you all want to start businesses, so you want to have that gut feeling about a business you want to start. You want to have a gut feeling about the job you should accept. You want to have a gut feeling about that person you should choose, that friend, new friendships, new love, new whatever it is, right? So not just physical birth, but creative birth, ideas, art, healing, and transformation. Divine feminine energy is transformation, fertile ground for imagination and possibility. 3, healing and nurturing. It brings emotional depth, empathy, and compassion. It's energy that soothes, it heals, and holds space for others and self, right? So even for fathers and brothers and sons, right? You want to hold space for people. It's receiving energy, okay? Hopefully this is clicking. Aquarius. And so number 4, flow and surrender, right? So instead of control, the divine feminine leans into flow of life. It allows, receives, and trusts in timing and cycles, right? So that energy is cyclical. And then 5, connection and unity. So it recognizes open openness, and the interconnectedness of all things, value in relationships, community, and cooperation over hierarchy or dominance, right? So even in relationships, and I wanted to stress the power of divine feminine energy, primarily because not just because some you all are asking for a bonus video, but because Venus is retrograde, and a lot of focus is on new love relationships and all those other things. But hidden in Venus retrograde is, which will be exposed, are secret enemies, right? That'll be hidden in that 7th house. You don't want to be a secret enemy to yourself, because you don't know what the power of, and I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius, you don't know the power of divine feminine energy. So you could be, you only know toxic feminine energy, because you don't know the power of divine feminine energy. Never been taught divine feminine energy, right? And then 6, receptivity and openness. It's about being open to receive, not just from others, but from the universe, from self, from spirit, right? And so awakening or embodying this energy can lead to balance, deeper self-love, and powerful connection or reconnection to authenticity and purpose, right? And so it's like tapping into an ancient well of wisdom that's been inside of you all along, right? So the sun, your sun sign, is like the father. The moon sign is like the mother, right? Coming together to create. That's why I talk about your moon sign is just as important as your sun sign. Coming to create, coming together to create, right? So let's get into your reading. Hopefully that's been helpful to put it all together. Again, for those of you all who, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. Thank you for asking for an additional reading. I don't mind getting that together. Let's get into it. Let's set the tone for your reading. Let's set the tone. There is power in the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. So yeah. A lot of times, people are not taught that. Not just men, women are. A lot of men are not. A lot of women are not taught that either. The power of divine feminine energy, that balance. We live in a society where men or women are not taught the power of divine feminine to divine masculine energy. So when you learn it and you practice it, then you go, oh wow. There is power in it, the divine, on both sides. We all embody both, right? So let's get into it. I've already prayed over your cards, already asked Most High God for complete and total clarity. We are in, at the time of filming, oh, okay, see, there you go. All the answers I need are inside of me. There you go, to create the life that you want, see, right? Your sun sign is the father, the masculine. Your moon sign is the feminine, right? To create. All the answers that I need are inside of me. So, right now at the time of filming, we are in eclipse season. Obviously, you have the partial solar eclipse video. We have the lunar eclipse video already up, which we had a full lunar eclipse already during the full moon. We had a full blood moon in Virgo that already passed. We're in the last quarter moon. The moon is currently at the time of filming in Capricorn, so it could affect your back, your skin, your hair, the largest organ. And of course, you don't want to carry toxic water within you, right? On your back, in your skin, your nails, like I said, largest organ. You don't want to carry other people's water on your back. You don't want to carry other people's toxic karmic cycles. You don't want to be carrying other people whatever water they're holding on to, emotional baggage. You don't want to carry that back-breaking emotional baggage. So any answers that you need to release that with your sword, or to pour it out through prayer, meditation. Remember, we're coming up on a solar eclipse. Sources saying solar eclipse in a new moon in Aries. Aries is ruled by the Tower card. and it's the Emperor card, right? You can add structure and authority to it that's prayer warrior energy, praying to source, right? You can go right, you can put your energy, it's the Tower card. Mars is the assertion and action planet. It's also total recall planet. Total recall. You can go total recall, find all the answers inside of you. Let's get into it. All right. Aries also rules first house. For those of you all. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's get right into it. All right, all right, all right. Oh, let's get a number. Let's get a number first. Okay, all right, Aquarius. All right, all right, all right. Again, thank you for requesting a bonus video. I had to pray. When I get the text messages for anybody to ask for a bonus video, I always pray first before even responding to the videos. Responding to the request, because I usually get several from a lot of people. Can you record a bonus video for us? So by the time before I actually it seemed like I respond to people right away, I would have already received several. So some people it seemed like I respond to right away, but usually I receive several before I respond to some people seemingly right away. All right, 811, faith filled. So there it is, the number 8, right? So 8. So the light side of 8. 8 is the money exchange number. Money means self-worth, really. That's what money really means. Your worth, your worth. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, right? But 8 is also a karmic number. We are in year 9. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. We're in the year 2025, right? Sagittarius is the 9th sign, right? Sagittarius rules 9th house. We're not talking about any Sagittarius that you know, but 9th, Sagittarius is the Temperance card. So Temperance card is harmony, resolution of conflict. So if you have been in conflict with yourself about using your sword and not carrying anyone else's emotional baggage, whatever that may be, anyone, doesn't matter who it is. Source is saying, step through the portal. You all are the 11th sign in the Zodiac tropical astrology, right? And so my readings are for tropical and Vedic astrology, right? So that I'm also, when I'm doing my readings, I'm also keeping in mind Ophiuchus, right? So 11th house, you all rule 11th house, and that's the house of friendships, community, goals, hopes, wishes, awareness, humanitarianism, technology, the future. So you're also thinking about your future. How long have you been holding other people's emotional baggage, right? How long? That's what you also want to consider as well. I know, and I keep in mind also that you're a fixed sign. So stay focused, right? Stay focused. When you turn this to the side, it looks like an infinity symbol. So when you're faith-filled, you're not operating by fear. You're not operating that if you let or use your sword, that's something you're operating by fear. You're operating by faith. So the inspiration is divine. So you trust source, right? So your angel's calling you to take actual steps towards your inspirational thoughts. All of those ideas and inspirational downloads that you've been having are from higher power. Journal about a dream you have, then list 3 steps that you can take toward making it a tangible reality. Remember that the smallest steps are the most important. 3 is even, I feel like 3 may be somebody's life path number too, but 3 is also a very important number too. 3 is also in the major arcana, the Empress number, right? Yeah. So 8 in major arcana is the Justice number, right? So source is like, no more doing an injustice to yourselves. No more doing an injustice to yourselves, right? Knowing your worth, no more doing an injustice to yourself. Get off the fence. 11 symbolizes light in numerology, so get off the fence. Step into your own light. No more wavering. No more sitting on the fence trying to make a decision. Should I not? I'm not sure. I'm confused. None of that, right? Right? sitting in the car trying to make a decision. I'm waiting on somebody to make a decision. I'm not really sure. Should I sit in the car, wait for somebody to come out the house, should I sit here, keep letting the car run? I mean, I'm just figuratively speaking for some of you all. So all the answers that you need are inside of you. That color yellow is even, because that's letting me know that someone is in a very positive mood. That color yellow, somebody has a very sunny disposition. So that's also your, you are, the light has been turned on, right? So someone not only has a very positive, faith-filled spirit, sunny disposition, the light has been fully turned on. It's like the secrets have been already revealed. Like you're not in the dark about anything. They were talking about the light has been turned on, right? So yeah, the moon would let me know that the moon would, the secrets have been uncovered, right? Whatever secrets there were have been uncovered. All right, so let's get into it. So yeah, sometimes I have to kind of slow it down and break it down. So I know it's, So yeah, divine feminine energy is very, very powerful. Very powerful. And it's the divinity part that a lot of people miss, Aquarius. So yeah, that's why I spent a little bit more time on that part of it when you all asked for, like I said, a bonus video. Because a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people really, really don't know. They feel like being feminine energy, and you tell a man to be more in this feminine energy, and he's like, what? And he's thinking somebody telling him to be more like his sister or be like his aunt, or, he's thinking it is question sexuality. No. But I'm telling you, that's why it's hard for some people. That's why it's easy for some people to trap people in sex magic, because they don't understand the power of divine feminine energy. They don't understand the power of divine feminine energy. And just that sacral chakra energy, So when people are under sex spells, that's why I don't want you all to judge energies because it was hidden in that number 8 when people are in, when your loved ones are under a sex spell, because I feel like some of you all may have been trying to, just in your fixed energy and feeling bad for loved ones who could be under a sex spell. Some of you all may have been on hold waiting for people to snap out of spells and just sitting on the fence. And Source is like, I need you to get off the fence and just pray for people. I need you to take some kind of action and just pray for people. Yeah, stop falling for the bait. There you go. 5 of Wands. Stop falling for the bait. This is fire. Take some kind of action. There's a fire right there. Stop falling for the bait. See things from a higher frequency. This is the Temperance card. Resolve something within yourselves. Stop falling for the bait. All the answers are inside of you. Somebody's under some kind of a spell. Like I said, the number 8, like I said, a lot of information comes to me as I'm downloading, getting a lot of downloads. Like I said before, 8th house, Scorpio rules 8th house. 8 is the 8 is a karmic number, and someone has to finish a karmic cycle. I feel like you are not in a karmic cycle, Aquarius. I feel like you all are in a number 9. You are in 9th year. You could force, you're already in your future self, right? So you stop falling for the bait. This is you right here, Major Arcana. You're already operating in the, you're in faith-filled energy. So you're not judging anybody. I feel like it's you that's sitting in the car waiting for other people to catch up. But you being this fixed sign, Aquarius, you could be fixated on it, and you're running a risk of getting caught in other people's energy. I don't know who I'm talking to, because we got this 5 of Wands here, and that 5 lets me know that you're at a midpoint. You're at a midpoint. I don't know who I'm talking to. Somebody's at a midpoint. You got to start seeing things from a higher frequency. Resolve something within yourselves, Aquarius. So all the answers are inside of you. Operate in faith, right? So 8, like I said, is renewal, is sexuality, is death, transformation, shared finances, inheritance, loans, occult, mystery, intimacy, right? So, yeah. This is right. Look at your future. Look at your future. See something. This is 11th house. See something from a higher frequency. Nobody has the power to save anybody, but you can pray for people and trust source. Yeah, close out a cycle. Close out the cycle. Something has already been fulfilled, meaning that your prayers have already been answered. Your prayers have already been answered. Whoever it is that you're praying for. Whoever it is that you're praying for. That's right. Whoever it is that you've been praying for. Get to work. Get to work. Right? Here we have the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Get to work. That's right. Get to work. Because you're looking back at your former self. You're looking back at your former self, right? You're already on the other side of this. You're already out of a karmic cycle. You used to be helpless. You used to feel helpless. Here we have the 8 of Swords. So somebody's already on the other side. Like you're already free. You're not restricted anymore. You're already on the other side. Because you're operating by faith. You're no longer operating in fear. So don't fall for this, don't fall for, see, you're already here. You're already here. So don't get pulled back down to a lower frequency. Put a manhole cover over the past. See, and this is 5 of Cups here. So thank you again for those of you all who request, because I would imagine that people are asking for additional readings because somebody could be there. Somebody could really be there. So thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So somebody could really be struggling with that. So all the answers that you need are inside of you. So put a manhole cover, drink your water, finish out strong, close out the cycle, close out the cycle. Yeah, and move on, move on. Move on from the shade, the disappointment, all of those things. Move on. You're already on the other side. Leave the past behind. Say your prayers. Thank Source that you're on the other side, that you're drinking your water. Move on from the disappointment. Move on from all of that. People who were shady towards you, all Aquarius, you don't need to talk to anyone that you had to leave behind. That may have disrespected you, disregarded you. The 8 of Swords, you Aquarius, was disrespectful to you, saw you as this dark entity for whatever reason, baited you into some things. And for some energies, it ran real deep. Remember, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. So I don't have to get into particulars in your reading because this is a general reading. Like I said, if you want a personal reading, my number is 202-460-3205. I don't have any other number, not for personal reading. So if anybody else is giving out any other numbers, it's not me, right? Enough of you all have talked to me or met me in person to know who I am, right? So, so get used to when people disrespect you, disregard you, bait you into things, when they know that you work hard and they still, disrespect, just like we put in the solar eclipse video. They know that you've made sacrifices, you work really, really hard. They try to pull you down into some, into a dark space from your past. I mean, they do the most to try to pull you down, like trying to pull your mood down, try to pull you into a low space, try to do the absolute most to hurt you. Here you are in this faith-filled space. You're high vibrational, happy, sunny disposition. Like I said, misery loves company, and people are just trying to bring you down, almost like extinguish your fire. You're inspiring and motivating energies. I mean, I don't even want to put you all in that space. You know, I really don't want to put you, because somebody is really faith-filled, happy. You found your light. You feel fulfilled. Somebody's in a really good space. So like I said, all the answers are inside of you. You're working hard, you know, on yourself. So a lot of it, the Saturn is a uh, very mature and authoritative planet. It's one of your ruling planets. It is so you want to see things from a higher frequency. Looking at your cards here, some people are still attached to karmics themselves, and it's been really hard for some people to detach from the karmics that they are attached to. And like I said, seventh house, a Libra is ruled to seventh is attached to seventh house. Libra rules seventh house. We're not talking about any Libras that you know. You could have Libra in your birth chart. So when I talk about zodiac signs, we're not talking about any particular zodiac sign. You could have that in your seventh house. What I'm saying is that some people that you may be trying to save, it could be friends, family. Let me just say loved ones, because loved ones are not always blood relatives. They could be friends, people that you work with. You could be still helping some of your colleagues look for a job, and you could be working harder for them to look for a new job than they're even looking. They could be still at work kikiing and joking with some of the colleagues while you are working diligently, blood, sweat, and tears, looking for a new job for them, while they are still at work kikiing with the colleagues at work, and you're at home working 9 to 5, working, you know, looking for a job for them. And you're saying, well, did you look for anything today? Well, no, you know, I had this meeting to go to and that meeting to go to, and you're at home working diligently. You could be doing something else, like praying for them and saying, source, you know, put the spark and fire up under them so that they find something. And I'm sending good energy their way and those kind of things, so you can get to what you're doing. So source is saying prayers do change things. So I suspect, looking at your reading here, Aquarius, that source really wants you to get to work on doing some things that you've been praying for yourself. You have a big heart, but source is saying to you, it's time for you to move on from the deep disappointment and the like I said, this right here, this deep crack in your heart about something, and put a manhole cover over the past. Some deep emotional wound from something from the past, because something's been going on for a very, very long time. So it's time to close out a cycle. Time to close out a cycle. I do feel like somebody may have been trying to save somebody, and I gave that example of work because that came through real strong for somebody. Somebody's been trying to, somebody you work with. I feel like a buddy system for somebody that you've been working with. Like a single parent. Somebody been working with somebody on their job that's a single parent that your heart has been going out to for a long time. And you see how hard they've been working to but source really wants you to see something from a higher frequency, that you may have been working harder than they are. So it's time to pray about it and just really give it to, you know, really send out good vibrations and really give it to source. Give it to source. Something about your belief system and their belief system are not on the same frequency. So it's almost like they have to see something to believe it, and you're operating by faith. They're operating by fear. And so for them, they almost have to be scared to death. You know, they have to be almost like it. And literally, like for you, you're at a place right now where, and that's why you're not judging them. They're just on a different frequency. That's why you're not judging them. Yeah. So I'm seeing here, through power of prayer and meditation, you're just closing something out. You're closing something out. And just, like I said, you're getting back to work. You're moving on. Yeah. So. And I see you being victorious again. Because what's happening right now is that they realize, whoever this energy is they realize that you have moved on. You've closed out a cycle. You have moved on. They're going to feel it, that it's closed out. That's what they're going to feel. They're going to feel the burn. And something about feeling that someone has moved on, like almost like feeling that somebody's not checking for them anymore. I don't know who I'm talking to, especially, you can apply this to any situation, right? It may not be a work situation, but I feel like for somebody that you used to, because I'm looking at this horse right here, somebody is like blood, sweat, and tears. Somebody is really feeling how hard you rode for them. And I'm looking at this right here. Somebody is really feeling how hard you rode for them. And they, like, you put it in park. You just stopped. You just stopped. You put it in park. You just stopped. You rung the alarm. You stopped the car. You put it in park. You just stopped. Right? And they could feel it. And you just freed yourself. You freed yourself. And they really had to see how ruthless energies were towards them. They had to really, really see how ruthless energies were towards something about the energy. People just went just ruthless towards them. It literally sent all the spell work back. It sent it sent everything back. Yeah. So I feel like people are now seeing just how, here's in hermit mode here. And remember, we had a full blood moon, and full blood moon in Virgo, and so during a lunar eclipse, right? Blood, sweat, and tears. We had a blood moon, right? And so you release something. You release something. You know, something that was toxic. When we're talking about like the release of like it was a blood sacrifice. You know, you released a lot, blood, sweat, and tears. You just released something that was toxic. You just released something that was toxic, something that was just ruthless towards you. You just released it. Something that was released that was toxic towards you. You released it. Something that just cut real deep. You just released it. You released it all. Yep. Because now you know all who were involved. Like this owl right here sitting on a ledge, you now know all who were involved. Yeah, you have complete and total clarity. Here we have the Four of Wands here. So, looking at your cards here we have the number 4. The Four of Wands is somebody may have new and exuberant love in their lives. That could be, and remember, new and exuberant love, again, in the spirit of Venus being retrograde, also in the spirit of Mercury being retrograde, right? So Venus is ruled by Taurus, and it's also ruled by Libra. Taurus rules second house. Second house is all about personal resources, money habits, possessions, values, financial security, self-worth, income. You know your self-worth. You know that's how you're able to close out cycles. And so here's the thing, when you add all of this up, right? So you're not falling for any bait. You've already closed out something. Here we have 7, Knight, and 4, which brings us to 10. So you've already moved on from energies who try to make you responsible for working like a workhorse, but then turn around and try to make you look like you were this dark energy pulling you in, pulling you down, like, you know, you like I said, trying to make you look like this workhorse. Anyway, you're not falling for that. You've already closed out a cycle, moved on. You already found your North Node. You moved on. You're not talking to or about energies. You've moved on, right? You already know who's responsible for what. So you've already put a manhole cover over something. And then it's, you're not going to be a secret enemy to yourself, because Venus also rules Libra, So you're already balanced out within, right? So that's the justice card. You're not doing an injustice to yourself. It's the 8th card. So you've already gotten off the fence, stepped into the light. You're just too high vibrational for all of that. You're good. You know you're good enough. And so you got that message from the master teacher. You number 9, the situation. This is the 9th card here. It's the 9th card. So you got inner wisdom from the teacher, master teacher, which is source, right? So that's how you got off the fence, stepped into your own light, high vibrational, right? So some of you all are out in the sunlight, cleansing, that's sunbathing, getting out of the house, coming out of hermit mode, getting your sunbathing and cleansing. That's how you're going to get your answers, Aquarius, for that, right? You're tossing things into a burning bowl, going out in the sunlight. That's how you're getting your answers, right? Working, right? That way, right? Air, fire, right? Grounding, working that way. Drinking your water, minding your business, all those. Okay. All right. So 7th house, that's Libra. Libra rules 7th house. That's marriage, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, enemies. That's how you realize you may have been a secret enemy to yourselves, right? Again, you see things from a higher frequency. You're not a secret enemy to yourself. Okay, got it? Good. All right. The power of divine feminine energy for men and women Aquarius, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. That is the power of being balanced out within. Power of being balanced out within. All right. So for those of you all who may still be kind of confused, and I hope you all are not, you may be spiritually dehydrated. That's why you see so much fire here in the cards. That could be dehydration, could cause you to be confused, right? Maybe you're not drinking enough water to flush all of those things out. Maybe you're drinking too much caffeinated drinks. Maybe you're drinking stuff that's causing you to be dehydrated, right? Maybe you're carrying other people's emotional baggage. Maybe you're around a lot of energy vampires. So who has you have you complaining about a lot of things? Close out the cycle, Aquarius. Close out the cycle. Stop overthinking this. Grab you your jug of water. Get from around people who are, you know, who are misery loves company. All the answers are inside of you. All the answers are inside of you. So yeah, stop falling for the warm conversations and then you end up confused again. So your inspiration is changing. Your inspiration is changing. So free yourself. Free yourselves. Somebody is actually moving too. Somebody has new love coming across their path. Somebody could also be getting a new job. So congratulations. Like I said, your inspiration is changing. Close out the cycle. Close out the cycle. Close out the cycle. Your conversation is changing. You're talking about new different things. Somebody has, and a new love is not always a new person. Just so you're crystal clear. Just your inspiration is changing. The conversation is changing. For somebody, I don't know who, because this keeps coming back around for me. Somebody used to work with somebody who you are still helping them to find a job outside of the job that you used to work in. I'm trying to say this in the nicest possible. I'm trying. I'm really trying. Help me, Lord, to find a word. I'm trying to say this in the nicest possible way, Aquarius. You're gonna have to let them go ahead and start to look for something themselves. I don't know that they're looking as hard as they could, because they're not. They're doing things the way that they want to do it. It's lit for them. I feel like they're almost like being passive and just kind of like doing things their way or the highway. And so Source is saying, you know, it's time to get into light emperor energy for you and get structured. This is where you get into prayer warrior mode. Prayer warrior mode. In a structured but authoritative way. This is not mean-spirited. But somebody that you've been helping to find a job is doing it their way or the highway. Because it's like every time you call this person and you ask them, hey, have you found something? You know, I feel like you're lighthearted and very positive and trying to help them find something. And something like you're not seeing is that they're still going to lunch with certain people who have an issue with you when you were working there. They're doing it however they want to do it, and they're really not looking. So they're just kind of doing it passively because they know you working hard to look for them. You working harder for them than they're working. So get into prayer mode. Get into prayer mode. So. But this right here is Aries card right here. So it's time for you to get into prayer warrior mode. Time for you to get into prayer warrior mode. All the answers that you need are inside of you. And this is divine. This is for you to get into divine masculine energy. Because again, Source is saying to you, you have a prayer warrior spirit of a loved one who passed over, who is right there behind you, helping you. An authoritative figure of a loved one who already transitioned over. You have that same, I'm talking to men and women Aquarius, by the way, who has your back, who really has your back in the spirit realm. You carry that same spirit with you. That's the kind of spirit you have, where people jump to conclusions about you because you're high vibrational, but you have kind of that warrior spirit, right? That prayer warrior spirit. You have that same kind of, you carry that same quiet but authoritative spirit that they have, and people jump to conclusions about you because you're not screaming and yelling and going off on people, that you're not strong. They see that meekness as a weakness, but Source is saying you're not weak at all. And so you're just going to have to pull, you're going to have to, for somebody, you're just going to have to just show people, hey, you're a prayer warrior. Yeah, you're very fortunate, and people are very fortunate to have you around. People are very fortunate, and they know people are starting to see you're very fortunate. They're very fortunate to have you as a prayer warrior, but it's gonna have to be a no. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to move on. You're gonna have to move on. Somebody is moving into a new house. Somebody has a new love coming across their path, but you're moving on. You're moving on. I'm talking about for real. This is the week that you are moving on. It's a no. You putting a manhole cover over the past. Somebody is moving on to a I'm seeing yeah. It's a whole new you. I'm telling you, it's a whole new you. You're gonna stop talking to people. Certain people you stop talking to. It's a wrap. You moved on from the disappointment. Yeah. Like I said, you found your star. And somebody has found their new love. They found their star in you. They found their future in you. You found your future in them. Okay, y'all. What is going on? Okay. This is nice. Okay. Unfortunately, somebody who thought that you would never walk away from them is going to have a complete and painful ending. They are going to hit rock bottom, unfortunately. That is not what you wanted for them at all. It's really not what you wanted for them, but it's spell work going backwards because that's what they wanted for you. It's not what you wanted for them. And this is why it's so critical. It's like somebody really, really wanted you to meet your demise. Because they were so bent on it's their way or the highway. I don't know who would want to see you fall so hard, Aquarius. You do have a guardian angel. Somebody had to really push you out of the way. I mean, I feel like you have an ancestor. You have a lot of ancestors around you, but somebody had to almost push you all out of the way, like literally shove you out of the way. Page of Cups here. So you have a happy surprise coming your way, but somebody really, really wanted you to meet your demise, Aquarius. The Devil card came out. All I can say with this is this was a major, major test for somebody to discover their High Priestess gifts. This was a for somebody to discover their High Priestess gifts. Yeah, wow. This is very interesting. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. Okay, so I'm not gonna get too deep into this because I'm not gonna get it too. I'm not gonna get too deep into this. I feel like somebody had to meet an energy who is sort of likened to a second in command. I feel like somebody had to meet a character like a character like a character named Hammond. If you know a character like that, who had a major ego. Um, um, Somebody had to meet a particular Hammond, someone who is um, and I'm talking to men and women Aquarius here now, whoever you are. I'm talking to men and women Aquarius, right? And this is again speaks to the power of divine feminine energy, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. And this is why I started out the reading, because I wasn't really sure where this reading was going to go, but since, okay, here we are, and this is where it is, and the Devil card came out, and this Emperor card came out, and the Wheel of Fortune and all of this came out, and the High Priestess card came out. Here it is, right? And we talk about divine order of things. So the book of Esther, there's a character in there, Hammond, right? So there's this character in there, Hammond, who wanted to publicly humiliate and embarrass this person by hanging them by a 50-foot gallows, right? Because they wouldn't do something. But they didn't know that this person, who this person had the ear of, right? And this is the importance of never putting a human being in the place of Most High, right? No matter how important you not think another human being is, we are not each other's gods. Like putting a human being in the place of the Most High Source, the Creator, and operating in fear of what another human being can do to you and falling for the bait. We're all in human form, right? So somebody really wanted you to bow down to them, like really bow down to them, and you wouldn't, and they did everything. So you went through a Job experience. This is where the devil came in. So the devil had to go to Source to ask permission to wreak havoc in your life, like the book of Job. And Source says, I'm so sure that you would not bow down to this energy. Yeah, you're going to take Aquarius through hell and high water. They're going to trip up. They're going to fall for a couple of this and a couple of that. But in the end, they're not going to fall for the okie doke. They ready. So for some of you all, you're on to the book of Psalms. Poetry in motion, right? So the Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, knowing your self-worth, being balanced out within. That is why Source is saying to you, don't fall for the bait and operating in fear, doubt, uncertainty. Some of you all have literally, this is why you're now looking at your former self, looking back, and when you did operate in fear, not knowing, right? Looking back at your former self. That's why it's important to pray for people. That's why all the answers are inside of you. That's why divine feminine energy is just as important as divine masculine energy. It's a divinity in the middle, Aquarius. So you're learning how to see things from a higher frequency. That's why you stay in a posture of gratitude. That's why when people think that they know you and they try to humble you and they don't know, they come into a certain chapter of your story and they don't know who you are. They're just familiar with who they think they know you are. You keep your vibrations high and you move on. So money is coming across your path. When I say money, someone who knows their worth is coming across your path. You're going to get out of something, what you put into it. Both of you all are going to get out of something with what you put into it. But they're going to come back. They're going to come back into your life or come into your life structured and authoritative. I don't have to talk about humility on my channel because you've been humbled at every chapter of your life. So it's time to do an energetic clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, to God's. Such freedom. Like I said before, the devil is in the details. That is why you're not judging anybody. This is right here. Yeah, you're not judging anybody. You're not judging anybody. Some people are going through a Job experience. But remember, okay. Yeah, so what I was saying, because I had to add a little bit more time here. I was saying some people are going through a Job experience. And, but the source, if you know the book, right, you know how the story ends, is like some people go through a Job experience, and because source already knows how the story is going to end, how long it's going to take, all of those things, if you know the story, you know, and what the next book is going to be, and how people are going to come out, and how long, and all those other things, right, and, you know, faith-filled, and all of those things. So that's why you pray for people. That's why you pray for people. So that's what I'm seeing here in your cards. So don't fall for the bait, you know, anymore. I feel like I said, you have all the answers inside of you. You have all the answers inside of you. So whether it's a person that you work with, whether it's family, whether it's blood family, whether it's friends, whoever it is, if it's an energetic pull on you to pull you back into a karmic cycle because somebody feels like they're a little bit too weak and they're trying to pull you off of a fence. Like here we're talking about the number 11 because you're in this faith-filled energy and they feel like they need your strength. The strength card is, like I said, well, I'd have to teach, really teach the difference between 8th card and the 11th card. But Source is saying to you, get off the fence and step into the light. Teach people, you know, what it feels like to be really enlightened about the divine, being in balance, being balanced out to resolve whatever it is, you know, operating by faith and not fear, of being enlightened, you know, being enlightened. So, but yeah, somebody had to stop being, you had to, you know, go through your dark night of the soul. So somebody is going through a dark night of the soul right now in order to step into the light, But I feel like you try to tell some energies about some energies, and they thought that you were not being honest with them about some energies, and now they're looking at it like, oh my God, I really should have believed, Aquarius. But again, you're not anybody's God for people to say they should have trusted you more than they should have trusted somebody else. But all you can do at this point is pray. That's it. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully this has been helpful. Let's go ahead and close this out. Let's get a few more cards, and we're going to go ahead and close it out. So what do you need to release? Yeah. So in some parts of the world, it is spring. So you are springing forward. We are in a waning, I want to say now it's a waning crescent moon, I believe we're in now. So yeah. So we're closing out a cycle. So what do you need to release? So in some parts of the world, it's getting warmer. So you need to release the cold. Come in out of the cold. Get out, come in out of the cold, and yeah, look for fairies. So you've been inspiring a lot of energies, right? So what I'm seeing is that you're there's increase coming your way. That 0 right here is adding value to, you know, you're increasing value to energies, to people's lives. So I did see the number 3 for you earlier. So you're closing out a cycle. That 0 was adding value, adding to your abundance. 3 is Empress. You're adding to your abundance. What else we got here? Let me see. What else do we have? Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. So you've been getting a helping hand here. So focus on your needs, a brand new beginning. You're hitting the reset button. Rich gain is here. So definitely an alchemist. We have foresight, social status, savings, create savings for the future, money matters, loyalty. You got loyalty coming. Your star power, limitations. Let go of your worries. Yeah. Money tree, enjoy your wealth here. Home-based business, you're using your wisdom. And so you got a vacation coming, surprise, and I do see you celebrating something here. You got a lot of good things coming across your path, Aquarius. Lots of good things coming across your path. Lots of good things coming across your path. Lots of good things coming across your path. Anything else? Authenticity attracts, rejuvenate yourself. So being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. So when you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path, and know your limits and allow them to guide you. So limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself, and you have full permission to rest and say no. So energetic pull, like I was saying before. And so a true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. So make room, create space to welcome positive energy into your life. So raise the bar. Some things are coming your way. You have the key to your life. Don't hide. Perseverance. So someone's, you know, ascending higher. Trust your feelings. Okay, somebody has pure love coming their way without an agenda. So time to act. You're moving to a higher frequency, and so let it be. And here we have life source, the beginning, and inner strength. All right. So like I said, you have a lot of ancestors' energies around you. A lot of ancestral energies around you. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. It's a pretty long reading, but thank you for asking for an additional video. I do not mind. giving bonus videos at all. But so I feel like somebody, like I said, somebody needs a job. I don't know, somebody in your old job. I don't know what's going on with them, but that's what I have for you all, Aquarius. And how, you know, take it wherever it resonates with you. But that's what I'm seeing for you all. But ooh, you got a lot of good news coming across your path. A lot of good news coming across your path. But somebody has really, really gone through it. Drink your water, mind your business. You're on the right path, Aquarius. But like I said, don't fall for the bait again. Just finish out this cycle strong. It's a whole new you, whole new you. Balance it out. There is power in divine feminine energy. Okay, listen to this video as often as you need to. If you feel like you're spiritually getting dehydrated, pour into you. Even if people think you're being selfish, pour into you. All right, bye.